So guys, it's a rainy day out today, and didn't know what to do, so I think we're gonna be trying to make some fish lures. So let's get into it. So what I got for things I'm gonna use this hot glue gun. Probably the main thing I'm gonna be using. Alright, so I didn't really mention this. All I did is I really just wrapped some pipe cleaner around the hook, and then I have these 3 little spinner things I cut out from cans. Alright. So I got those 3 cut out. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as far as tying them on. First thing I'm gonna try is fishing line. So do that real quick. All right, so all 3 of them are on there, and that might not be too bad. Ooh, it might have stopped raining. I might be able to go fishing with it. We'll see. All right, guys, for this next lure we're making, I'm gonna need a empty bullet casing, BBs, and no, I'm just kidding. I'm getting some out of the chicken coop. Oh, no, there's chicken here, apparently. Grab this black one too. All right, look out, dubbos. Stay in there. Alright, so got quite a few feathers because I'm going to use a couple for another one too. And also got an egg. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the bullet one is, this one is actually a little bit more simpler and easier to make, I think, than the other one. I'm going to pour a couple of BBs into, but anyways, you don't really need a lot, like 2, 3, or 4. 3 or 4 is really fine. Because if you get too many in there, it'll get too jam-packed. So that's probably good. I'm going to let one out. I think I have 4 in there now. I don't know. I kind of lost count, honestly. And now I'm just going to stick a feather in here. I got one kind of tannish one. I'm going to cut this black one up a little bit. So just like this. And then I'll be right back. And so actually, I'm going to back up because I got ahead of myself. Never made this before, so I'm still learning, obviously. But I got to drill a hole in this. So let's go do that. I'm going to take the hook off of this old lure. And now I'm going to drill a hole right in the side right here. This ring, I don't know what it's called. This little thing. Can't see it too good, but I'm going to put that through this part right here. So then that's hanging on that nicely. And then I'll put the hook on this. Alright, so I got the hook on there. And now I'm going to put my feathers in. So I just sanded this a little bit. My camera isn't really wanting to focus today, but it's a little bit glistening. It glistens now, so that's working good. That's cool. So for this next one, all I'm using is just this hook and a cork, and I think I'm going to spray paint it, maybe use some googly eyes, I'm not sure yet. But what the theory is, or what the hope is, this is going to be a weedless frog, I guess. I don't know if it's really going to look like a frog, but it will be a weedless lure, so that's kind of the goal. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take the hook, and I need to flatten this part out right here. So I'm just going to fire up the torch. Wait until this gets red hot, and once it does, I'm just gonna bend it down. Alright, so got that kind of done, I guess. Not real good, but it'll have to do. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a small hole through this piece of cork. what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hook through that. Next thing I'm going to do is clean up my bench because yes, it's getting quite messy, so I can't really work on it. Alright, so I got it a little bit better. Now, the next thing I'm going to be doing is going to be taking this piece of wood and turning it into a topwater. Alright, so I got this kind of down to the size I want. Now I'm just going to whittle it a little bit with the knife. Alright, so I got this kind of how I want it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a small hole in this to put the, oh, I forgot to grab that thing for the hook. Huh. Well, anyways, I'm going to drill a small hole in this to put the hook in down here, and then I'm going to put another hook in here. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm sure I'll find a way. So, yeah, let's get to it. So there's my little hole for that. Alright, made it. I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit nervous I wasn't going to, but I did have to take the hammer to it, but I got it on there. Honestly looks pretty good, I think. And for my next one, I think I'm going to use the same thing. Alright, so what I do have to do is, since this doesn't come up all the way, I'm going to have to take a file to this so it will come up all the way. So I got that file down a little bit. Same thing, I'm just going to grab the hook off of this. Alright, got both the hooks on there. Looks pretty. I'm actually very happy with how it looks. If it'll focus. Well, anyways. Well, whatever. But I think it looks pretty good. Up here, I don't know, whatever. Looks fine, I guess. Okay, after a long time of looking and thinking, and a lot of thinking, I finally found this. I think this is what's gonna have to work for the for what actually attaches your line to the lure. So it's gonna bend this into a full circle. All right, so next thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna grab another bottle cap. So I'm gonna drill a small hole in this. All right, so now I'm just got that done. Now I'm just gonna put this on here. No, first, actually, I gotta hot glue this on here. Alright, there we go. This hook, the spot that the line attaches to is a little bit bigger than I was hoping. But still decent, pretty decent. I'm really happy with how the hooks, this part came out. Now that's all that's left is, well, I am noticing about the popper a little bit. Or the cap is, I think I think I didn't saw it perfectly straight, so can't really, I don't know how to show it on camera, but I don't know, whatever. It'll be fine, I think, still, though. So I'm gonna go grab some paint and paint this thing, and then I'll be back then. Alright, so I got a whole bunch of paint here. So I really want to have red because I just like the red for this lure. So I'm going to paint that on there real quick. Well, it's more of a pink, but that's fine. Alright, next I think I'm going to go with blue or something on top. And that doesn't look too bad. We got that bright pink on the bottom. We got blue on the top. I'm going to start to put some of this sparkly stuff on bottom. Now I'm going to do some yellow dots. I think that looks pretty good. If I was a fish, I'd want to eat that. I'm going to go grab some green paint and I'll be back. So upon further inspection, oh, never mind. My green paint is right here. Well, that was probably too much. Let me paint this real quick. So basically what the plan is for the updated plan is for the frog. I don't know if I'm going to keep the other one in or edit it out. If I do edit it out, then I had a frog and it was worse before, making it better. So I have these old yums in my tackle box that have been in there for, I don't even know, a real long time. And I'm going to cut off the tail And I'm going to use that as to look like the legs for the frog, hopefully. I think this is dry enough now. I'm going to put some googly eyes on this. So I think that's the finishing touch on this one. The eyeballs, that should pop pretty good. I have a good feeling about this one. I like it. So now I think it's cool. So now for the frog. So these guys are a little bit uneven. But whatever, because, yep, so it's fine, whatever. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put super glue to this side. Super glue on this side. Take my frog thing. Put it on the super glue. Alright, so I think I'm going to change my plan. Because the yums are just they're too, like, there's nothing to stick to on them for the hot glue to stick together. So I'm going to grab a pipe cleaner. Put some glue right here. Glue the yum to the pipe cleaner. The legs may get bitten off. I'm not sure. If they do, then I'll just have to put them back on, I guess. But the legs look real good, I think. So maybe I'll grab the smaller googly eyes and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so got the googly eyes. I'm putting them on now. So guys, I think that's going to have to do it for this video. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lures. These two are like, they're not really lures. They're kind of just they're more like flies. Those ones are, but I got a couple lures, and my favorite one, as far as looking, obviously doesn't matter what I think, but the fish think, is this one. And I do think that the fish would like it because of the yellow dots, the bright pink belly, and the sparkles on it. And then this will be, the bottle cap will act as a popper. And yeah, and I'm really happy with how the hook attachments came out. Like, that literally looks like what you'd see on a actual lure. So that one's the one that I think looks the coolest. And yeah, that's the one I think looks the coolest. This one I think is probably going to be the most effective because you got the spinner you just have an old spinner on there. Then you have the feather and the bright orange bottle cap with the BBs inside of it. You can hear them. That one I think is going to be the most effective. This one I think is going to work the worst. I don't think the action is going to be real good on it, and I just don't think it's going to work too great. This one, I don't think it's going to, I don't know. It might work. It doesn't look like a frog I mean, the legs are pretty much, the legs and the eyes are really the only thing that look like a frog about it, but we'll see. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We got a sinker, we got top water frog, we got a popper, got a fly, I guess that's a sinker too, I guess. This one, I think this one, I don't know, to be honest, about this one. This one would either be a hit or miss. I do like the BBs inside of it, and I like that it's obviously an empty case, but I don't know. Whatever. I think that these two are the ones that are going to be the most effective. So, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know if you enjoy this type of video. I haven't really done one kind of like this ever. Hopefully, at some point, I can test these lures out. Whoops. Hopefully, at some point, I can test these lures out. And if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. I post a new video every Wednesday and shorts throughout the week. So if you enjoy these videos, please be sure to subscribe.